Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back at the 2K offices, and we're being joined by Gearbox to discuss the latest Borderlands DLC. I'm here with Paul Helquist, Design Director on Borderlands. How you doing today, sir?
Great.
Awesome. So you're here showing off the Secret Armory of General Knoxx. This is the third DLC. Give us the lowdown. What's going on with General Knoxx?
In this DLC pack, we're really excited to extend the storyline of Borderlands. It takes place after the vault has been opened by the players, and we're continuing the story. What happens next?
Hey, Scooter here. Just a heads up that those Crimson D-bags set up some roadblocks in the highway. Just get your murder on, and we'll pretend nobody saw nothing.
What happens for players who haven't completed the story? Can they get into this if they go and buy it, or is it the sort of thing where like it's kind of like the next quest? Does it pick up kind of after you've returned the vault key and done all that stuff?
Right. It picks up right where you left off with the vault. You can go check out the first town, but you won't really be able to do much combat because the enemies are so high level. But you will be able to play the game in first playthrough or second playthrough.
New vehicles this time around. What was the impetus to develop new vehicles, and what are they?
So we've got two brand new vehicles. The Monster is sort of a Jeep meets a Hummer monster truck kind of thing. And the Lancer is the Crimson Lance APC. All 4 players in a co-op game can now get in the same vehicle, and they can all fire off different weapons and have a great time.
So you've raised the level cap. That sounds like it was a lot trickier than just jacking another 10 levels or 11 levels onto it. How did that process go?
When you're increasing the level cap, we could just throw some more levels, but then you're level 60 or 61 character, and then you've got old level 48 and 50 gear. That's no good. So we needed to bring all new gear that goes all the way up to level 60. We had to get all the characters to also grow to that level as well. With 11 new levels, there's 11 new skill points. So players can dig into other trees that they had maybe ignored earlier in the game. Your power level gets a lot higher, so we did a few minor balance tweaks to some of the skills in order to keep everything at the correct balance.
You've also got a new level of rarity and some additional uniques. What sort of stuff can people expect from that?
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of new unique weapons that you can get from mission rewards or from enemy drops. And we're excited to bring a whole nother layer of rarity to the weapons and gear, which we call the pearlescent weapons. And these are ultra rare. You'll be very lucky if you find them, but we also have a huge boss at the end of the game that is your best chance to find those weapons.
Cool, and that's something that's kind of like repeatable. You kind of like try and farm that guy for pearlescence if you wanted to.
Exactly. Yep. He's the highest level, hardest boss that we've ever done for Borderlands, and he's something that we hope players will continue to play over and over again.
What sort of environments can we expect to see, and what are people going to be doing while they're there?
We've got a bunch of different areas. We've got these sort of highway stretches which connect the larger zones. And those are a lot about vehicle combat with the Lance and some other of our new enemies. And then when you get to the zones, it's very similar to all the levels in Borderlands, where it's free roaming. You can sort of drive wherever you want, jump out of your vehicle, and fight the creatures and things that are there. And you'll be crisscrossing the region a lot, doing all kinds of missions for characters like Scooter and Marcus. And we've brought Moxie back as well.
What feedback have you been getting from players? I mean, obviously, like people are like, we want more levels, more stuff like this, and has this been built specifically with kind of like how they're playing in mind?
For General Knoxx, we've been able to we had a couple of months of consumers playing our game under our belt, so we were able to start seeing what were forum people talking about, what were the reviewers looking for, and we've really taken a lot of those pieces of feedback to heart. That's where the vehicles came from. The 4-player vehicle was something people wanted. Obviously, level caps, new uniques, and all that sort of stuff was stuff that we wanted to bring in. And we're also trying to push some of the things that we thought we could do better, like storytelling and things like that.
This is General Knoxx. I don't really want to be here. This planet smells like hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. Also, I'm gonna kill you and stuff. Cheers, mate.
Statistically, you said that all 4 characters are pretty much evenly spread across players. that totally blows me away. Like, as a Roland player, it was a sort of thing where I'm like, obviously everyone's going to play as Roland. He's the only way to go. Like, how many different ways do you feel that there are to play Borderlands? I mean, you've been watching boards and all this stuff. Like, is there anything that like people have put together that has just blown you away? Like, okay, I had no idea that this would be a viable way to play our game.
Yeah, we're constantly surprised by what the players have been able to do with the different skill trees and class decks, and how all these things come together and can create really unique ways of playing all the different characters. We were looking at a pistol build for Mordecai the other day that just blew our minds. He had all the right things, and the pistols, which a lot of players think are kind of a waste of time, he was just destroying everything, and it was really exciting.
How far along are you in the development of the pack? Like, what's left to do?
We're pretty much wrapping it up. We're waiting on all of our partners to give us the go-ahead.
So then, when's it going to come out? Pretty soon?
Very soon.
Very soon. All right. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
All right. Thank you.